Hey guys, it's Marketing here. Today I'm going to show you how to soundproof your very own, or sound treat your very own YouTube studio easily and on a budget using this cheap foam from eBay. So let's get stuck into it. I'm going to show you how to sound treat the room, not soundproof, and that's going to turn the audio from this. Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to show you how I made over $10,000 my first month trading stocks to this. Now that was a old video that a lot of you guys complained about, said the sound was terrible, it was very echoey, and that was just my new studio that I was setting up. So I apologize for that sound being so bad. I had no sound treatment in the room, and I did a lot of research after that video into sound treatment and realized it's not about soundproofing the room with soundproof doors or any of that sort of thing. What you need to do is actually have foam in specific parts of the room, your reflection points, to stop that echo, to stop that ugly sound from happening. You want it to be a nice deadened sound. So what you're going to need is basically two different things. It's very easy. People go way over the top with soundproofing. You need two things. You need bass traps and you need these acoustic foam squares. Okay? Very, very simple. Now these bass traps go in the corners of your room and they sit on top of each other like this. Okay? The best thing to do with these bass traps is not have them positioned exactly the same. You want the cuts to be going opposite ways, because the sound gets trapped in the foam. The sound hits it and it goes in the little cuts and gets trapped in there. And the foam absorbs it. That's how it works. And then it doesn't reflect back at you and give you that echoey noise. Now when it comes to these ones, these are very simple. So for installing these, you just use the command strips on the back, which are like a sticky thing that you can put on the foam, and then it sticks to the wall and it won't rip the paint off the wall. They are like paint safe or gyprock safe. So you want to stick those on the back. They don't actually stick to the foam very well, so you will need to put a little bit of silicone, like bathroom or kitchen silicone, on the back of the command strip and then stick it to the foam. And then just stick it into the corner of your room. Go all the way up the wall till you reach the roof. Now as for these ones, these are a bit different. Okay, you can do the same thing with the command strips and just stick them to the back, stick it to the wall. But you're going to have a lot of command strips and it's going to take a long time to put, because you've got to cover a substantial amount of the wall. So what I do is I use these gym mats. Now these are really, really cheap, inexpensive gym mats that you just get your local Kmart, hardware store, Walmart, wherever you're from, they'll have them. They're just cheap rubber, they clip together so you can make a nice big diamond or square. And then you just get silicone, again kitchen or bathroom silicone the back of these foam squares and then place them opposite ways and fill up your entire square. And then make one massive pad, okay? Now with that pad you then need to hang that on the wall. And the way I do it is I just put a screw in the wall, a real small screw. And the best way to do that is to hide the screw. So if you are renting, you don't want to get in trouble obviously. You want to place the screw directly above the architrave. So the architrave goes around your doors and windows. It's that piece of timber. You want that screw to be just directly above it. And then when you pull the screw out eventually, that hole in the above the architrave, you'll never see it, because like the architrave, this is your wall, okay? This is where the hole is, the architrave's here, and you're looking down from here. Okay, so you can't see that little hole at that angle. So that is what I did. And then you just literally like pop the foam, this massive foam, acoustic foam panel that you've made, you just pop that onto the screw, like push it through so that it sticks onto the screw. It's like pinning it up there, and then you've got a panel hanging on the wall. Now where to place them on the wall, okay? This is exactly what you want to do. You want to sit in your room wherever you're going to be talking, and you want to place one at the reflection point. So, best way to find your reflection point, it is pretty obvious, but the best way to find it is to hold a mirror along the wall, flat against the wall, and then run it up until you can see yourself in the mirror. Okay? So if I've got a wall directly flat against here, that's going to be a reflection point. The roof is also directly flat above me, is going to be a reflection point. if someone was holding a mirror directly above me on the roof, I'd be able to see myself. The exact same thing on this side of the wall, and in front of here, behind the camera, and directly behind me. Okay, now that's just a small panel I did for decoration. Most of the reflection is going to be going like this. Okay, after you've done that, you're pretty much finished. Okay, that's all it is. You're just stopping that reflection of the noise coming back and forth. You're sound treating the room, and it really does make a massive difference just having some of this cheap eBay foam. Okay, now I would say the biggest difference probably was made when I put the roof foam in. I could really just hear a big difference then. The roof foam made a massive difference, and I didn't even use this foam here. I used an old mattress foam that I had laying around, and that made a massive difference. Now, as for the roof, hanging that was a bit harder. So what I actually did was I made sort of a timber bracket that sits up in the fan. So the fan, the bracket that holds the fan on my roof, I made a timber bracket that gets held up in there by the fan bracket, if you know what I mean. And then that timber bracket just holds the pieces of foam, as you can see, laying across. Now that was a bit more inventive to make that. You can just use the command strips to hold it up against the roof, but I wasn't using these bits of foam because I had none left. I just used these big mattress foam, and the command strips weren't quite strong enough to hold that foam up there permanently. They keep coming down, but if you're just using these, I would just use the command strips and stick them up there. Or you can make your foam panel and use the screws, but I think the command strips on the back of these, 2 of them, and just stick them up there would be a lot easier. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed that little demonstration of how to sound treat a room. Now, if you want more videos like this, let me know, but I'll be back to the personal finance and making money videos soon. So thanks a lot for watching. Drop a comment down below. Let me know if this helped you out. I hope it did. I'll catch you in the next one.